The beggar who taught a millionaire a lesson. Glass towers pierced ambition's sky, where Daniel Carter dwelled. He was wealthy, powerful, and feared in the business world. To him, success was everything. Emotions were distractions, and kindness was something he had long forgotten. At the top floor of his corporate office worked his secretary, Emily Parker. She was efficient, calm, and loyal. Unlike others, she didn't fear Daniel, but she understood him. She often noticed how he ignored people, dismissed emotions, and treated life like a constant race. One evening, as Emily handed him his schedule, she said softly, "Sir, you've been working non-stop." Daniel didn't even look up. Rest is for people who can afford to fall behind. Emily paused, then quietly nodded. She had learned not to argue, but she couldn't ignore what she saw. Behind his success, there was emptiness. Every night, Daniel's black luxury car stopped outside the same high-end restaurant. And every night, just a few steps away, sat an old homeless man. His clothes were worn, but his eyes were calm. Peaceful in a way that didn't match his situation. One night, as Daniel stepped out, the old man gently raised his hand. "Sir, do you have something to spare?" Daniel's face hardened. "Get a job," he said coldly. "Stop wasting your life." And he walked away. From a distance, Emily had seen this happen. She felt uncomfortable, but stayed silent. The old man simply lowered his hand, his expression unchanged. Days later, everything changed. Inside the office, tension filled the air. Phones rang endlessly. Employees whispered. Emily rushed into Daniel's office. "Sir, we have a problem." Daniel looked up, annoyed. "What is it?" She hesitated for a second. "Your business partner. He's withdrawn funds. Multiple accounts are empty. Deals are collapsing." For a moment, Daniel didn't react. Then everything hit at once. Calls confirmed it. Emails flooded in. Within hours, his empire began falling apart. Anger turned into disbelief. Disbelief turned into silence. Emily stayed by his side the entire time, trying to manage the chaos. "Sir, we can still fix this," she said carefully. But Daniel just stared at the screen. For the first time, he had no answer. Days passed. Investors disappeared. Meetings were canceled. The same people who once admired him now avoided him. One evening, Emily approached him again. "You should go home," she said gently. "You need time to think." Daniel didn't respond. But that night, he finally walked out alone. No car, no driver, just silence. Without realizing it, he reached the same street, the same restaurant. And there sat the old man. This time, Daniel didn't walk past him. He stopped and slowly sat down nearby. After a moment, the old man spoke. "You look different." Daniel gave a tired smile. "I lost everything." The old man nodded calmly. "Tell me." And for the first time, Daniel spoke honestly. "My partner betrayed me. My company is collapsing. Everything I built, gone." The old man listened quietly, then said, "Then you lost money, not everything." Daniel frowned. "That was everything." The old man smiled slightly. "I used to believe that too." Daniel looked at him, confused. "I had a small store once," the old man continued. "I trusted people. They took advantage. One day, I had nothing left." Daniel listened carefully. "What did you do?" he asked. The old man looked up. "At first, I blamed everyone. Then I realized I didn't lose my life, only my attachment to things. At that moment, a small hungry child walked past. The old man gave him his last piece of bread. Daniel noticed immediately. "That was all you had," he said. The old man nodded. "Yes. Then why give it away?" The old man looked at him calmly. "Because I know what it feels like to have nothing, and no one. Those words stayed with Daniel. For the first time, something changed inside him. The next morning, Daniel returned to his office. Emily was surprised to see him early, but something was different. His tone was calmer. "Emily," he said, "let's start again. Small steps." She looked at him, slightly confused but hopeful. Over the next few days, Daniel changed. He listened more. He respected people. He made decisions with purpose, not ego. Emily noticed everything. One day, she finally said, "You've changed." Daniel paused. "Maybe I finally understood what matters." Weeks later, Daniel returned to the same street. But the old man was gone. No sign, no trace, just an empty corner. Emily stood beside him. "You were looking for someone?" she asked. Daniel smiled slightly. "Yeah, someone who changed my life." He looked at the empty space and quietly said, "Some people don't come to stay. They come to teach." Emily didn't fully understand, but she could see one thing clearly. Daniel Carter was no longer the same man. Moral of the story: success is not about how much you own, but how much you understand life, people, and yourself.